Welcome to this lesson on solving trigonometric equations. Today, we are focusing on a powerful technique called the substitution method. This approach is essential when you encounter equations that mix different trigonometric functions, like sine and cosine, within the same problem. Here is the main challenge we face. Equations with a single trigonometric function, like 2 sine x minus 1 equals 0, are straightforward to solve. However, when an equation contains both sine squared of x and cosine of x, direct solving becomes impossible because the variables do not match. We need a way to unify them. The key to solving these problems is the Pythagorean identity. This fundamental rule states that sine squared x plus cosine squared x equals 1. By rearranging this identity, we can express sine squared in terms of cosine squared or vice versa. This allows us to rewrite our equation using only one type of trigonometric function. Our strategy involves three main steps. First, we identify the squared term in the equation. Second, we substitute that squared term using the Pythagorean identity to match the other linear term in the equation. Finally, we solve the resulting equation, which usually behaves just like a standard quadratic equation. Let's look at an example. Consider the equation 2 sine squared x plus 3 cosine x minus 3 equals 0. Notice that we have a squared sine term and a linear cosine term. Since the linear term is cosine, our goal is to convert the sine squared term into cosine so that the entire equation is in terms of cosine. We start the substitution process. We replace sine squared x with the quantity 1 minus cosine squared x. This simple swap transforms our mixed equation into one that only contains cosine terms. It looks a bit more complex now, but it is actually much easier to handle algebraically. Next, we simplify the equation. We distribute the 2 into the parentheses, which gives us 2 minus 2 cosine squared x plus 3 cosine x minus 3. We then combine the constant numbers, 2 and negative 3, to get negative 1. Finally, we multiply the entire equation by negative 1 to make the leading term positive. We now have 2 cosine squared x minus 3 cosine x plus 1 equals 0. Now we factor the quadratic equation. If it helps, imagine cosine x is just a variable u. The equation 2u squared minus 3u plus 1 factors into 2u minus 1 times u minus 1. Substituting cosine back in, we get two factors, 2 cosine x minus 1 and cosine x minus 1. Setting each factor to 0 gives us two possible values for cosine x, 1/2 and 1. The final step is to find the angles that satisfy these values. For cosine x equals 1/2, the angles in the unit circle are pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3, or 60 and 300 degrees. For cosine x equals 1, the angle is 0 radians. These are our final solutions for x within the standard range of 0 to 2 pi. To wrap up, remember this checklist. Always check if your equation mixes sine and cosine. Identify the squared term and use the Pythagorean identity to substitute it. Once you have a quadratic equation, solve it by factoring, and don't forget to find the actual angles at the very end. With practice, this substitution method will become second nature.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.